All right, so we have a match going on. Dwayne Laub and Shaun Wilkie. Dwayne has won the break. I really wish they'd fix the score in the background. It is not 6-4. That was from Brandon's match with Tony that just ended, which Brandon did win 7-4.
Tim Metter, Jerry Stone, table one. Tim Metter, Jerry.
Now, here Sean's got a little bit of a predicament. He wants to be able to run into the 5, but also at the same time give himself a shot on the 3. So if he can just skim the left side of the 5 and come up table, he'll still have a shot on the 3. Just like that.
I think he heard you. I don't think he was going to do that before you said it.
No, I think he was going to hit it too thick. So from here, he has absolutely no trouble balls, and he will be out 98% of the time. Now, do you like giving yourself an up table angle or an angle like that coming up on this table?
I would have preferred to come back above it to go off of the end rail to come up table.
Yeah, because I always seem to squirt too much towards that side pocket.
Exactly. That's the same reason I don't like that.
Oh. Well, Sean is better than both of us.
Combined.
On our best days. Yeah, I can only say I've beat him.
I don't believe I have. I haven't played him all that often, though.
All right, so Sean's out. He is up 1-0, and he will have the break. So he now, in an alternate break format, it is huge to win on your break. Dwayne didn't have the best shot to lead out, but he still had control of the table, and he just missed the bank on the 1 ball, and Sean cleaned up from there. Dawn, are you following us all day again today? Sean always has that monster break, but somehow he still controls the cue ball.
Yeah, he didn't get a good roll here though. Has no shot on the 2.
Where would you push to?
I have no idea. This is one of the racks that I almost might kick at this ball and try and send the 2 ball up towards the top of from this angle, the top of the table, and the cue ball down to the bottom, just because I don't know where to push to. I'd rather try and kick a safe from here.
I pushed right into the 9. He's going to push right into the point. No, he doesn't have the edge of it. That's close. I like how you're trying to adjust your neck like it's going to change the screen. Don't make me laugh.
It's So what? You mean you can't look around the side of a television screen to see a better angle?
Trust me, I've tried that on many different reasons. If I was Dwayne, I have to give this back.
Yeah, I think I probably would as well. I mean, if you can't hit it, then
I liked pushing to where the 9 is and leaving yourself a jump. Because even if you don't like the jump, you can still kick. Looks like he has the 2 ball.
he has the left side of it. I don't think he has enough to cut it in the corner.
That's tough. And I think it's just a small masse, and you'd be going the correct way for the 3 ball anyway. He's gonna play safe. Hit that ball hard. Dwayne definitely can see all of this 2 ball. All right, that definite comes down to like 85%. He can see all of it.
Yeah, no, he can see enough of this to cut this in.
Yeah. Now, do you spin this in with right, or I like hitting this ball with just straight left? Unless it's frozen on the rail. If it's frozen on the rail,
What up? What did you play? I don't play anymore. No? Very happily. Well, when I yeah.
that was a good shot. His way of saying hi was coming up and poking me in the ribs. I really got to get a sign. For those of you who don't know, I'm a genius and I cracked 2 of my ribs, and since then everybody has just wanted to say hi to me and has either hit me in the back, the ribs. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah. All right, so you don't have a real good pocket for the 3. Do you just thin off of it, try and bank it behind the 7, and put the cue ball up table?
Yeah.
Hit
Yes.
a little hard.
Well, I think the 9's giving him some cover. So.
Yeah, he had a lot of blockers there.
Yeah.
And he gets a very fortunate roll as well.
Yes, especially the way that 7 ball settled right into the middle of the window to make sure there was no opening.
Yeah. That's the only problem with doing that shot right there. Is a lot of times the cue ball will come up behind the 3, and the English you have on is just make it run. If it catches the rail, it still goes in the corner pocket. But he was in a tough spot. Alright, so unfortunately for Dwayne, with ball in hand, Shaun's almost never going to have a problem getting out on any table. So, do you just stun this to the rail?
Yeah.
Yep. And he's going to go up 2-0. It will be Dwayne's break.
Garrett Vaughn, Rob Cord, table 12. Garrett Vaughn, Rob Cord, table 12. Please pick up your score sheet and start your match.
I didn't know he was one of the Concept Interior stables.
Neither did I.
Just looking at the bracket here, it's a strong little bracket. I mean, you have 2 top pros, but you have a lot of people from Jersey, Philly, I think 1 or 2 from New York, Virginia, and Thomas Haas is playing.
Yeah, he's in a boot, but he is playing today.
I've never seen forfeit before. OBS just, no, that's OBS. This is
InGen.
InGen just keeps coming up with new stuff that I haven't seen.
Now, I think that's been in there for a while. We just don't normally put the scores in, so you only see forfeit if you're recording the scores.
That's a good possibility. All right, so Dwayne either got a really good roll or he's not going to be happy with it after this shot. Now, do you play the carom or the combo?
I play the carom.
I think we will have to agree. I play the carom as well. I probably hit it a little bit different, but I definitely play the carom. And he
Very nice shot.
right. So it will be 2-1 Shaun with Shaun's break.
And let's take another look at that just to make sure this is working.
They just puts a little bit of left-hand English on it. It almost looked like if he was hitting that in case he missed it, play safe behind the 5.
You're 12. Nothing's over here.
Shaun once again with his very thunderous break, and he gets no love. And there's really not nowhere to. Is he gonna push to the 5, have him jacked up? I'm not a fan of that. I mean, Dwayne is a. Do you know a lot about Dwayne?
No, I know very little about Dwayne.
Dwayne is a very, very, very good player. Every year up at the Genetti tournament, he's always a risk to run deep. He plays very, very well. So that push is going to work out in Shaun's favor. Dwayne does not pocket the 2 ball. And there's no even hard transitions here. He puts the 3 in the bottom left-hand corner. And he has an option of so many different things to do with the 5 ball. He can just make it and shoot the 6 up top, or he can come back up table and shoot the 6 in the same pocket. Drift over, play the 7 in the side. And then 8 in the corner.
I
Oh,
was
he's-
gonna say, I didn't like the 7 in the side. That ball's down a little ways. That's a tight angle for the side pocket.
And I'm not too thrilled with this angle shooting it in the corner either now.
No, but I would have tried the same thing. You just would have wanted to come a little bit further.
Yeah, and he'd still be fine. You just put a little bit of, honestly, center ball because of the angle, and you can come across 2 rails and be almost in the same spot. Well, he put right on that, try and follow it up. And now he's just going to be perfect. He can play a stop shot on this 8. He can draw it back. Except for missing, there's no bad way to shoot this ball. And Shaun's going to go up 3-1. It will be Dwayne's break. Dwayne, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the Pennsylvania boys. And he's always up at the Genetti, always see him at the Expo. How do I say it? He's been around for a long time. I'm not calling him old. All right, anybody out there listening in the chat, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Subscribe so when we do have to go off the air and we come back, you will get a notification that we are back up. And also, if you have any questions, let me know. And if you know Dwayne a little bit better than I do, which is a good possibility, how do you think he fares in this match? Yes, he's down 3-1 to Shaun, and Shaun is one of the top 2 players in this tournament, arguably. So let me know. We got about 40 of you watching. So usually Dawn keeps us occupied. She might be doing something else. Oh, he was going to... it still should work out pretty fine. Oh, not where the 2 and the 9 just ended up. Dwayne just can't get a roll. Oh, Dawn, you are still here. All right, good. At least I'm keeping somebody company. Now, with the way the 2-9 are, do you even try and make the 1, or do you play safe on it?
I think I probably play safe because I don't see a great safe coming off of the 2.
Yeah, I gotta agree. There's really no benefit of making the 1. And the best safe you can possibly play on the 2-9 is thinning the 2, which with how far... thinning the 2 and hoping to get lucky and leaving the cue ball behind the 7. But then you're leaving a player like Shaun a very, very big 2 ball next to a pocket. So yeah, I like playing safe here. Banking the 1 ball 2 to 3 rails behind the 7 and leave the cue ball right where it is. But he's going to go for it. And he's going to put himself right behind the 7. He doesn't know it now, but that might be the best thing for him. Because even if he doesn't hit this ball, what is Shaun going to do? I'm all for making the 9 ball fly, but...
I was going to say, if he doesn't hit this ball and doesn't break them up, I could see Shaun thinning the two ball to the rail and leaving the cue ball down by the bottom corner. It's a moot point, though, as that was a very nice
That was
hit.
a very nice hit. My other pick for the top two, Dawn, is Shaun and Brandon Schuff. But yeah, definitely playing safe would have been, I think it would have been the right move, but let's see how it plays out. Shaun can thin this, or is he looking to actually play?
Looks like he's lining up the combo.
The combo's not a bad option. The odds of making it are low.
No, but the two should stay right around there, and you're going to send the cue ball back up table.
Kevin Zook. Table 2, Chrissy Hurdell and Kevin Zook. Come and get your scorecard.
All right, now Dwayne does. This isn't really an opportunity. This is a must-have. I mean, he cannot afford to go down 4-1 with Shaun breaking. And everything's out in the open. He's a good player. He should be able to get out most of the time here. Valenti. Yeah. He really doesn't have to do anything. He can stun this ball to the rail and play the 5-9 combo if he wants. Perfect. I would have liked, well, I would have liked to have been a little bit further towards the rail and be straighter, but he can go ahead and cut this ball and come off the rail, play a 6 on the side.
Almost make the 9.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was going to try and play that or not. I mean, it was, as long as he made the 5, there was no chance for a scratch.
Well, even if he wasn't trying, I had one in my last match where I was trying to draw back off the 1 to get shape on the 2, and instead I drew back into the 9 and knocked the 9 in.
I thought everybody would have at least one of those in their matches. I have one of them, all of them.
You know, when you hit the ball 800 miles an hour, you're going to make some balls that you didn't mean to.
There are 6 pockets for a reason, sir. All right, so Dwayne does come a little bit closer to evening up the race. It is 3-2 Shaun. It will be Shaun to break.
Okay, and while Shaun is racking, I'd like to thank another one of our sponsors, Brian's Cue Repair. Brian is on site here at Brews and Cues on every Monday and Friday. Also, most weekends when we have tournaments going on here.
Shaun would make extremely quick work of this. We haven't really had a chance to say anything. He had a great break, was able to get an easy shot, and now he's just going to play the combo. So in 30 seconds, it went from 3-2 Shaun's break. Shaun breaks and runs. Now it's 4-2 Dwayne, and Dwayne needs to stay on it. He just needs to fade one of Shaun's breaks, and he could be fine. All right. So we are back. Really good break by Dwayne. Let's see if he... Unfortunately, he is just not getting good rolls. Now, this is a ball that I will jump at, though. I will definitely... Yeah, I'm definitely jumping at this one. Dawn, when are you going to come down here and play in one of these tournaments? So, Dave, I was telling them that my aggressiveness, I'm jumping at this and trying to play the 1-9 combo.
I probably would be as well.
Well, you jump a lot better than most people in this field, though.
That is going to leave a mark.
That's a bold strategy. Oh, Shaun's looking at it like, maybe I won't take the 9 to sit in the pocket.
I think he just wanted to check and make sure that 9 wasn't up against the point as opposed to half an inch off it like it really is.
I remember when I used to hit these way too hard and not even touch the 9. That was a bad weekend. Last weekend. No, you are not allowed to walk in the other room unless you are carrying us on your phone. You have to be watching all the time, Dawn. And I asked, when are you going to be playing in one of these tournaments? All right, so Dwayne gets a little unlucky on the lead for the break again because he's squatting the cue ball. He's just getting kicked. And then he tries for the jump, has a little bit too much gusto, leaves Shaun the 1-9. And now Shaun to break, and Shaun's just going to hit him really hard, squat the cue ball, make 2 balls. And if he has a shot, then he'll be out again in 30 seconds. Well, this is not going to be a 30-second rack, I can guarantee that.
Shaun breaks dry. Oh, nope, the 8 fell at the last second. Oh, Shaun even thought he broke dry.
I think Shaun was hoping that he broke dry.
You can see the side of the 1.
And then just run into the 2 to put the cue all behind the 7. Or is that the 3?
That's the 3. The 7's what's right in front of him.
Okay, well then I like that better. Just thin off the 1 and try and get behind the 2-3. Personally, I'm trying to run into the 2, but not very hard.
I assume you're saying 2 rails run into the 2?
Yeah, 2
Oh,
rails
okay.
run into the 2.
I'm looking at 1 rail running into the 2 and thinking that's not going to be very safe.
It matters how you look at it.
Or there's that.
Shaun just loves to push out into things that I don't even see.
Well, I kind of understand not wanting to leave the 9 hanging.
But I
another
don't.
Short rack,
But I don't understand not doing anything about the 2 and the 3. I mean, it's not one of those where you expect your opponent to do something about it. That's exactly where he's supposed to be.
yes. Well played, safe. Judge the speed nicely.
And Dawn, you don't have to be anything higher than a 4 to play in one of these tournaments. I mean, it would help your ability to cash in it, but I mean, I don't even have a rank. I also don't play, so that's a bad example. Yeah, but you should just you should come down definitely for the Scotch doubles. He kicks so well. Well, that was
good hit, a good roll.
Can you see the corner of that ball?
I didn't think he could, but the way he's looking at it now, I'm not so sure.
Oh, even if it's just quarter ball jump, the 1-7 combo. I mean, it's not.
Question is, where do the 1 and the cue ball go if you do that?
One goes into the 6.
Yes, he could see that ball.
And instead of breaking out the 2-3, he just made it more fun.
Yes, this could
Table 9, Ronnie Buzzard.
this could be an extended
Mark
rack here.
Manashay. Table 9, Ronnie Buzzard. Mark Manashay, come and get your break.
Because everything's tied up, I actually banked the 1 into the 9 here.
I think I'd be more likely to play safe, although I am having a little trouble finding a good one.
That is one. He could cut.
Is he looking at a carom?
Yeah, cut the 1 basically into the side rail, draw off into the 9.
It's going to be an excellent shot if he makes it. I think he might have the angle to break up the cluster now. If he plays this into the side with some follow.
This is tough. I'm not thrilled with trying to break out that cluster, but if you try and draw into the 9, since the 9 is hanging by that pocket, you send the 1 ball by the cluster.
I think you're probably the only person that would think about drawing into the 9 from here.
Oh, I am not. Come on, chat, help me out. I'm definitely not the only one of the 40 people watching, that's including both of us, that would think about drawing into this ball. Well, he's going to do it. Aha.
Okay, I guess I'm...
You gonna get in the booth with us? Man, myth, legend? We do have a third mic. Low.
We're trying to get owner Bruce McHughes, Anthony Manning, in the booth with us. He's kind. What did you just say?
I think he said he has to play the song that he plays over and over again on the jukebox before.
What month is it? Because that determines what song it is. Because he always plays.
It's hard to forget.
Oh yeah.
The one we couldn't remember the name of last time.
Yeah. Which is still funny. Well, Dawn, if you do come down, I cannot guarantee that you can commentate with us, but I can guarantee you can sit with us. And if you yell loud enough, you can be on. I just don't know the. What is he doing? I like it.
Excellent shot by Dwayne. Pulls to within 5-3. Gonna take another look at that one.
I mean, not exactly how he drew it up, but the outcome was.
Yes.
So we'll be.
It's a tricky jump shot to keep the cue ball on the table.
Yes. And now Dwayne has a golden opportunity to come back within 1 rack. It is 5-3. His break. He's been squatting the cue ball. I did just hear this song like a couple minutes ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
You jealous?
All right. He just needs to squat again and not get unlucky because he's been getting kicked around everywhere.
I think tomorrow we might want to keep a scoreboard of how many times we hear this song.
No. Oh. Yeah, he has a very makeable shot on the 2. Natural angle to go to the 5. I don't see a reason he's not out here.
The 2 to the 5 might be a little tricky, but
Just run into the 9.
if he gets on the 5 and makes the 2, he should be out.
How would you play it?
I would probably try and miss the 9 and go up more towards the side pocket.
See, I go with what he did. I try and run into the 9. Because even if I'm off a little bit, I'm going right past the 9, and I'm going to have a shot on the 5. But now Shaun's going to be out and going to be on the hill with the break. Shaun's stroke is an enigma of itself. It's a very smooth punch. He has a choppy punch stroke that is very smooth. I like it. Oh, he almost scratched. Did he get behind the 9? No, I think he can still see the 8.
Oh,
He can definitely see the 8. Thanks to all these great camera angles. High resolution cameras give us all the angles that we need. Oh, he's not happy though. Anytime he starts playing guitar on his cue, he's not really happy about it.
I think he's. I mean, obviously, he's just got to be concerned about the leave on the 9 because he has a very makeable shot on the 8.
But there's nothing to be concerned about. He could hit this any way he wants and have shape. I think at 9 had him hooked just a tad. Because if not, why wouldn't you just hit that ball with center ball and drift over to the rail?
Yeah, I don't know. It certainly didn't look like it had him hooked.
No, it looked like it had plenty of room. But the players always have in their mind what they see. And so it is 6-3 Shaun. Shaun to break. Dwayne needs a lot of help. And Shaun not to have one of his regular make 3 balls in the break and have a shot.
Okay, well, Tony will not be joining us into the booth because his match was just called.
Oh, such a good break. The only problem he has, the 5-8.
Yes. I don't really see a good opportunity to break it out either.
Let's see. Oh, wrong one. This one. Correct. I was going to say use the 2 and run into the top. Try and run into the top side of the 8, but then if you miss it, you leave yourself nothing if you get behind the 7. So you're gonna. I don't like that angle to try and draw into it either.
No.
I mean, he hits this ball really, really good.
I mean, come 3 rails into it.
That's strong. Oh. Oh, he hit that pretty good.
Yeah, he hit that great.
That's, yeah. And that should be all she wrote. Bet $1. Right, and Shaun's going to be closing this out.
Yeah, you're right, we did. Okay, Shaun wins the match. We'll take a look at that nice shot Shaun made to break out the 5.
I honestly didn't think he had the angle to come that short, but he did. And then he made very quick work. He looks to be in pretty good stroke right now.
Okay, I'm not sure what match we have coming up next.
You want to play the game of looking at the bracket and see what they might call?
We can do that, but before we do that, I just want to remind everybody that if they would like to donate to support the stream, the information for donating is in the ticker at the bottom of the screen. It is also in the description of the live stream. And there is a raffle. If for every $3 you donate, you'll get 1 ticket in the raffle. The prize is a Q-Tech glove and a How Q-tip. All right, so let's take a look. Well, first of all, let's give Shaun the 7th game. Let's take a look at the bracket.